Hi again, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. For me, today is a much better day than it was yesterday. Interesting career life you have when you deal with computer security compliance. Some days can be a bit challenging, to say the least. And I feel much better now that I have my favorite beverage. Interested in what that is? Everybody know the dude? If not, do a Google on it. That's his favorite drink as well. Anyway, I want to do a couple of things today. First of all, I want to give you an update on my test bench. I have made some final changes to it. And also I'd like to show you something I tried a couple of weeks back when I was visiting Los Angeles, where I was hoping I could run into some of the greats in terms of computer technology on YouTube anyway. I went to the one micro center that's in California. There's only one there. It's in a suburb of Los Angeles, and I went and visited it, and well, you'll see how it turns out. So here is where I'm at right now, the final version of it, and you'll be seeing it used soon in a future build. Actually, most other future builds that I do, where I'm putting computers together or modifying them in some way. Since I last finished a video, I've added a couple of things. First of all, I've added a PWM 4-wire fan, so I can connect it up to the actual motherboards that will be placed on the test bench, and I can get an accurate reading as to how the motherboard deals with that. I also took all of the control wiring for the power, the reset, and the LEDs and put it inside of a plastic tube. I've also included in here a speaker that's attached through magnet underneath here, and this is where it's going to sit for now until I decide that I want to do some other changes to it. I have none planned right now. Let's proceed with my mission to Los Angeles. We'll see how that turns out.
Drive 3.1 miles, then keep right on I-405.
Well, I'm in Southern California now, heading down 405, trying to get to the Micro Center in Tuscan and see if I can meet any of the greats down there. I know they tend to hang out there probably earlier in the day than this, but you never know. So we'll see how it goes when I get there and what things look like. Well, there's the California Micro Center. To it now. Doesn't look as impressive as it's looked on the other YouTube videos. I'll have to wait and see. Well, we'll see in a minute when I get inside there what it looks like. Yeah, I guess these guys come at it from a little bit further out in the parking lot. I've seen it on YouTube before. Don't seem to be famous yet. See what happens when we get to it. Seems much bigger than ours in New York. At least the one on Long Island. A lot of choices of fans. Many more power supplies. Not bad. Let's look at the prices here. Comparing them, all the cases. Oh, much better organized here. Same cases though. I don't see the ones I've been scoping out lately. .360-degree coolers, RGB. some motherboards. Hey, there's the Z390 I've been scoping out. The same set of equipment, I guess. There's a Cooler Master 500. $34. I don't think I'll be able to fit it in my luggage though. Oh, some more cases. Oh, little mini cases here. Oh, there's my Elite 130. My new server, and it definitely is cheaper here. Oh. I need to ship it back somehow. Not that. Wow. Oh, here's the processors. They look like, oh, no i9s in stock. Look at the same price. 8700K. So look. Oh, this is where I need to get a hold of this and see what the price looks like when I compare them. Should be the same because online I thought they'd be different. It definitely has more stock than we have in the New York one. On sale. Oh, they got open box ones too. Here's my Z370 Prime from my main computer right now. Open box. Incomplete for that price? Not as good as I would have thought on that. That's a pretty good section here. Locked video card cases. Okay. No, I'm doing good, thank you. Hobby section. Basically the same. Much larger though. I think overall that's the thing that I notice about this store compared to what's in Long Island. Expensive soldering stations here. Actually, that's not that bad. 60 bucks. I'll be doing a separate video on that soon. That's a microphone that I've been considering. Got a lot of choices here, a lot of different brands. Wow. I'll probably go for one of these black ones. Look at it. And overall, I think we're dealing with a store that just happens to have a lot more to it. A lot more stock. A lot more options. It's an expanded version of it. Oh my goodness, look at all these books. That's much, much bigger. Whoa. You named the book, they got it. A lot of software too. Okay, I think that pretty much says it for this. I don't see any greats walking around. I'll have to compare it to the other YouTube videos I've seen. Online order pickup itself is much bigger. Wow. Or 3 times. Okay, time to head back out. Get back in my little rental car here. Well, didn't get much. Didn't get to meet anybody. Well, that didn't work out so well. I didn't meet any of the YouTube computer building greats while I was visiting this California Micro Center. But hey, worth seeing anyway. Talk to you all later. Okay, here's the city view, Los Angeles. top of the building I'm working in today. It's a nice conference room here. And if we look over here, right, we can see the Hollywood sign, right? That's as far in as I can zoom. Okay, see, I am in Los Angeles. Okay, and here's looking at the sights from the other side of the building. See the foothills in the distance there. Oh wow, a nice view of a crane working on a building. I don't know what that building is. Okay, at the airport, getting out of LA, heading back to my home base in New York, and working on some new YouTube videos that I've been thinking about. So, I'll see you soon. Well, here's the one here in Westbury, Long Island. Considerably smaller. It actually shares this building smaller than the one in LA with two other businesses. Okay, as I indicated in the lead-in, I have to do voiceover from this section because the music in the store was just too loud. On the left here are some of the tools that Micro Center sells. I spend a lot of time here. Right here on the right are all of the open box motherboards. You can get some really good deals here. I actually bought the motherboard that I'll be using in my server here, and in my quick test it worked just fine. You only have 14 days to test it though. Some more tools, other supplies that you can use doing your build. Now the actual motherboards, and these are the licenses for Windows. And these are the video cards. Now the microprocessors, starting with AMD Ryzen and now Intel. They have i9s here, at least the base i9, 9900. I'm going to get one of those soon. These are the SSDs. Pretty good choice here. The prices aren't as good as what you'd find to some of the online options, but at least you get to see up close. And you never know when these Micro Center puts a sale on. It can actually be much less than what you'll find in Amazon or other online locations. So I always check it out. Now the power supplies, that's one area here that competes with what I saw in Los Angeles. There is a fairly good selection here and a lot of stock. So I spend a lot of time here. And this particular power supply, the CX550M, is what I'd like to get for the giveaway computer. A little bit costly right now, so we'll have to see whether or not that's something I can include. But a lot of different choices. This is the more expensive side of it. Now here's more likely what I'll get. A power spec for like 40 bucks, 550 watts. That's most likely will be in the giveaway computer, but we'll see what comes up for sale. These are the STX computers, power supplies, smaller. RGB power supplies. I was looking at the 850 on this. This is something I did not see in LA, the actual demo for the custom water cooling. These fittings are a lot more expensive than I ever would have imagined, but they are. People spend a lot on this, and I understand like only 2% of their customers here at Micro Center actually ever try this. I will try it eventually, just to see how I do. Maybe tone down the LEDs though. Now here, this section I spend the most time, and that's the cases. This case here, I'm not too sure about it. Sort of a square case. But they have a fairly good choice. Again, this is another one that competes with LA. Actually, in a couple of cases, it has pardon the pun, it has some cases that actually I would like that are here that I did not see in LA. This is the open air computer case. Not sure about that. A lot of different choices. Many black cases, although the white cases are becoming more and more popular. People would spend a lot of extra money. That's an open air one there in the bottom right. White costs a little bit more right now. And here are the fancier white ones. I think when I build my daughter's computer, I think that's what she's going to want. I'll have to bring her in here and have her pick out what she wants. Now here's a case I really do want to get someday. I saw Paul build this online, but it holds two motherboards, two different computers. A regular one in the normal spot, you'd find an ATX. And then here in the bottom of this tray here, you put a regular ITX motherboard as well. So you can have two computers, both functioning separately. You can put separate power supplies or share the power supply. Really looks cool. They got a pretty good stock here of them too. $550 though, it's kind of hefty. Now these little white cases, this particular one I've seen built online several times by different YouTubers. So it's a very popular one. And I don't know, it seems kind of tight for me for the price. I don't know why that would cost so much, $155. There, in the middle there, that's my 200R that I have in my main workstation right now. That's a larger version of the white one we saw earlier. Now, call me old-fashioned, but I still like cases with the 5 1/4 inch dry base. Just gives me a lot of options. Oh, and here is my Cooler Master Elite 130. And you know what? It's exactly the same price as what I saw in LA. I'm surprised by that, but I guess it sort of makes sense when you consider the online presence for Micro Center. They don't want to be too much different. In this case, I've really been scoping out. I'm not sure how much longer it's going to be available, though, for my supercomputer that I'm going to probably build, probably starting at the end of this year, but more likely into early next year. It has the 5 1/4 inch bays. Only a couple of them can you put external drives on. And then here's the book section. If you remember from the earlier part of this video when I showed it to you in California, the one in California is at least 3 times this size. Amazing how big that is over there. And there's a lot of empty shelves here too. One thing I noticed on this trip though is they actually are selling the study guide for the CISSP certification. That's one of the ones I hold. A lot of people are getting that these days. Well, I know this was sort of an unusual video today. People usually don't put their failures online, but I thought it was interesting to take the trip and then compare the Micro Center in Los Angeles to the one on Long Island. Hope you learned something from it. In either case, it would really be helpful for me to continue to make high quality videos and place them here on YouTube if you just subscribe to the channel. There's no charge to that, really. I know that some people get upset with the possible notifications that you get, but just don't pick that option. Don't click on the little bell or don't answer the prompt if you're using some sort of portable device. So click on that little head that's showing up here, and I look forward to providing you with some more videos in the near future.